La 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 la. Welcome everybody. Marcus Conte reporting. Good morning. Here we go again. Here we go again. Welcome everybody. Come on in. Come on in. The water's wonderful. So here we are in the infamous epicenter of the COVID-19 epidemic in Brooklyn, New York. It's everywhere. Everywhere you look and touch, there's COVID-19. Don't touch anybody. Don't look. All right. So I kind of already did a walkthrough, and I've got that. I've got a very similar knot in my throat right now about dealing with these rather pushy fucks. Good morning, Nathan Purvis. Good morning, everybody. So we're here at the Maimonides Medical Center, and already, just in turning the camera on, there's already a black car parked on the corner. So Maimonides Medical Center. This is I'm in Borough Park, Brooklyn, and if you want to Google the map, it's zip code 11219, and you'll see where I am. I'm in Brooklyn, but I'm in the heart of something very unusual, which is very characteristic of New York City, which there's neighborhoods. And they're, for the most part, segregated. You know, the Jews live together, the Chinese live together. Everybody's separate. There's a lot of separatists. So I'm going to do a walkthrough in a second. Right? You could see the freezer trucks. It's very, very typical of every other hospital I've been through. I've been to Presbyterian up on in Lower Manhattan, the VA hospital in Brooklyn, the other Brooklyn hospital center in Brooklyn with the freezer trucks, and we've seen mostly the same thing. There's triage tents set up out front. But again, the takeaway is there's no sirens. I've been standing out here an hour. There's no sirens. The streets are empty. There's nothing going on. It's a disaster area, right? That's what they said. So anyway, so again, Maimonides Hospital Center, it's in the heart of a very Jewish neighborhood. And why does that matter? Because in Borough Park alone, 771 confirmed cases of coronavirus. And with 40,000 cases in New York City, that's on the high end. Right? So this is one of the largest, get this, one of the largest Orthodox Jewish communities outside of Israel. It has the largest concentration of Jews in the United States. Average number of children per family. How many do you think? 7. Mass production. So again, very, very sparse. You got some medical people walking by. You got people guarding the freezer trucks, Maimonides Medical Center. Right? A lot of Jews, right? Does that really matter? It's only 2 square miles. Borough Park in Brooklyn, and there's 107,000 people who live here, the heartland, home of New York's Orthodox Jews. Now, does it really matter? Yeah, because the nature of Jewish communities, Orthodox communities, is that they don't watch television, they don't read the newspaper, they're I think not allowed to or something. So they don't get their information. They're also very communal, meaning that I'm just going to inch my way in before I get screamed at, because I want to stay a while. I don't want to get shoved off. They're very communal, meaning that their kids commingle, the kids hang out together, all the kids in the family hang out together, right? And get this. 67% of coronavirus tests tested in Borough Park, Brooklyn, 67% come back positive. Wow. But still, there's no ruckus on the street. So we are technically in one of the hardest hit area in New York City. And I feel perfectly safe. I don't feel anything. I don't see anything. I don't see anybody clamoring to get in. That's the triage tent over there. I already walked through without the camera up. If I try it again, I'll get screamed at. And apparently you walk into this triage tent, and in there are doctors outside of the hospital. And then they will say, they'll point you in a direction. They'll say, okay, you go this way, possible COVID, and you go the other way, non-COVID. You're having a heart attack or something, right? So that's what it is. They set up all the tents outside. So what are the statistics, right? So the reason why it spread so violently through this community is that there's communal prayer 3 times a day. This is not a knock on togetherness at all. That's not what I'm trying to get to, right? I know people have, mixed opinions of the Hasidic community, but I don't really have any opinion really. 3 times a day they pray. The synagogues, weddings, right? In Israel, 1/3 of total population of Hasids. 1/3 in Israel. That's why I wanted to come down here, because I saw the clips of Israeli soldiers trying to break up the Hasidic community, because they're walking around together as if nothing happened. There's nothing going on, right? There's no epidemic. What are you talking about? We don't know. It's all in God's hands, right? It's all God's will, right? So 1/3 of the population of Israel, the Hasids, test positive for corona, right? No TVs, no computers, no newspapers. The children go to separate schools. Right? So there's no commingling in the public school system with the Hasidic community. All right? So that's the fact. Welcome, everybody. I'm standing in front of Maimonides Hospital. There's no reason to poke around and be a dickhead today, because we've already proven it's the same setup. It's the same old, right? I seem to be in a healthy distance right here, and nobody's bugging out, right? I can count 2 freezer trucks. I'll try to get a little closer to that. And without getting screamed at. So you could see the triage tents, right? Here's the triage tents. And this is one of the most sophisticated that I've seen so far. You've got 2. And you've got, as you can see, if you see the guy off in the corner over there, you see people, they stop, security stops and stares at you. Like, what are you doing? What are you, informing the public of our shit? You can't do that. No, I just did. Hey, can I ask you a question? You've been standing here for a while? Can I bring you into my frame? We're live on YouTube? No. You good? Can I talk to you off the camera? No? All right. Have a nice day. So again, we have a bunch of freezer trucks. Let's get a little closer. Some obnoxious bitch. Excuse me. Paid reporter. So there's the shot of the freezer trucks. You could see there's 1, 2. It looks like there's a replacement of some sort. And 1, 2 kinds of tents. How you doing? You're gonna tell me to leave, right? Here we go. What am I doing illegal?
I'm not saying you do anything.
Oh, okay.
All right. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I couldn't be better. How about yourself?
All right.
You're live on YouTube,
I don't
so
want to be on YouTube.
well, you don't have a choice, because that's what we're doing today. So what did you come here to tell me? To get the hell out of here, or you were not allowed to film the freezer trucks? They don't like to be on film, right? They don't like to talk. They don't like to talk when everybody hears what we're saying. So just being nice, right? Being polite, man. Being polite. Being polite as they come, man. You can't be more polite. It's crazy, right? So I should calm down? Audience telling me to calm down. I am calm. I'm on the corner here. I'm on the corner of a hospital trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Right? I've been here for a while now. I've been here for about an hour or two. There's nothing. Not a single siren, not a single emergency. No lines, no people dying to get in. It looks like a big hospital. I've never been inside. Quite a big facility. And I took her spot. So that's really it. There's nothing. I guess you can't walk through, right? But so front of the. I want to also walk through Borough Park a little bit because that's part of the story here. Not much going on, right? I guess that is the story. That's a good thing, right? We're in a good place, right? So these jackoffs are not going to talk to me, right? They're not going to talk because they're afraid of the camera and they're afraid of saying something stupid. How are you, sir? You know, it's peaceful Hasidic community. Peaceful. Epicenter. As I said, if you're joining us late, I'm in Borough Park, Brooklyn, New York. Maimonides Medical Center, the epicenter, alleged epicenter of the coronavirus outbreak. And I got to keep the camera on my back because I don't want these security guards sneaking up on me, trying to push some kind of illegal agenda on me. All right. We'll hang around a while and see if anything happens. What's going on in the chat, man? What's up, Bridget? Sunflower. Carol Boyce. Good morning, everybody. It's hard to read while you're watching your back. We already had one attempt of a security guard to push me off the corner, and that didn't work out so well for him. Be polite. You might get people to talk to you. I am polite. Fuck you. The security's not going to talk to you. They just want to push you out of the box. Regular people, sure. So where are all the bodies? That's a good question. Apparently they're in those two freezer trucks over there. It looks like they have two. As I said, there's one, and then there's one behind it. And you can't walk down the block because in this case they actually have the block is closed. Remember in Brooklyn, I was able to walk right around the freezer truck. In Lower Manhattan yesterday, same deal, but it's the same setup. A couple of triage tents if you want to come into the hospital. You have to go in the front exit. It's on the other side. I walked through it. There's nobody there. There's no line. Nothing. It's the only way into the hospital. It's the only entrance into the hospital. And you kind of wonder what the cop was going to ask you, right? How is there nobody there? Asks Miss Chicago. Well, that is the $64,000 question. How come there's nobody here? Right? And you see, the other mystery. Oh, the streets are so dangerous. Everybody's killing each other all over Brooklyn. There's no evidence of it, right? There's no evidence of people clamoring to get into hospitals. That's the story, really, right? It's the story of a lot of very aggressive security guards. The security guards are making coin today. They're making lots of money. Why would security guards not want you to film? I don't know. Maybe they're hiding something. I don't know. Well, they don't even know. They just have strict orders. Security, they're not thinking for themselves. Whenever you see police and security act aggressively, they're not thinking on their own. Let me go around the block. Maybe I could see the other side of the building. So again, if you're joining us late, we just did a hospital check at Maimonides Medical Center here in Brooklyn, New York, Borough Park, one of the highest concentrations of Hasidic Jews. Actually, there's actually more Hasidic Jews in New York than there is in the whole state of Israel. That's a fact, right? So that's why we're here. We're just poking around because the Hasidic community is very communal. They tend not to mix very much with the rest of the community. You see these These are, look, they have their own school buses with the Hasidic writing on it, with the Yiddish. Right? Right? It's just a line of school buses. I don't know why they're here, but they're here. And school's closed, I guess, right? They usually, for the most part, send their children to separatist schools. Right? They live here in Brooklyn, but it's separatist. And I could tell you, when I used to be a sanitation cop, they are some of the messiest fucking people you ever met. Right? They just fling their fucking boxes out on the street. On attitude, let me address that for a second, because I know it does seem that I'm coming off a little rough, but I've been doing this now for about a week, and it's the same kind of aggression, right? If they try to push you away and tell you you're not allowed to be here, you're not allowed to tell people what's going on, and you have to push back, and when you do, they step off, right? There's nothing illegal about filming in the middle of the street, asking questions about the country that you live in, right? Right? The entire economy was shut down over this, right? For what? I'm in the epicenter right now. I'm just going to walk around this building, and we'll see if we can find some people. But there's really nobody on the street, except for aggressive cocksuckers trying to shut down the stream. I'm going to come out on the other side of the hospital in a second. So you got some Hasids, poking their heads out. They're very curious kind of people. And I see some kids popping out, but it's no big deal. Usually when you walk around this neighborhood, it is fucking crazy Hasids everywhere. Very communal, very spirited people. You come on the block, right? As a sanitation cop, I used to write tickets around here, and I would come, and the whole family meets you on the curb when you step out of the car. Everybody, every kid, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you writing? Why? What ticket? I don't know. What? It's so clean around here. We love everybody. They understand English. They pretend not to, but they do. Sometimes when you talk to them, they look at you like I don't know what you're saying. No, you know what I'm saying, because you fucking speak English. You probably speak better English than I do. More grammatically correct, anyway. But they're very communal people. They're very, you see all the kids hang out together, and for the most part, the story in Israel of the Hasidic people not obeying the rules appears to be false in New York City, because they're not out on the street. It's a Sunday. It's not the Sabbath. The Sabbath is Saturday. Right? So it's not any religious reason why they're not on the street. They're just following the rules. Right? And what are those rules for you and me? The rules for you and me are just what I did right here. I see I touched, my eyes are watering, and I touched my eyeball. But you know what? I haven't touched anybody or anything. And my hands are always clean with alcohol. Right? And I'll tell you the truth is, this and these glasses are not really because I'm afraid of the virus. It's because I don't want to get sprayed with mace by one of these fucking asshole security guards trying to be a hero. Because that's what they'll do. They'll try to spray you. So here's the other side of the hospital. All right. Appears to be 2 freezer trucks up the block. You see it? And nobody's getting upset yet. We're still here. It's what's called a bridge of sighs up there. Look it up, what a bridge of sighs is. So that's the morgue. And Emergency Operations Command. What the hell is this all about? Shalom Habib Ababa. And everything Jewish is funny. So here's the entrance to the emergency room. Entrance to the emergency room couldn't be more calm. It couldn't be more empty. Right? Here it is. You got another triage tent over here set up. You got some EMTs sitting in the car, smoking, drinking, whatever they're doing, fucking. Everything is empty. Everything is empty. No action. And you could see the sign. I don't know if you could see it, but on the tent over there, it says triage. So I guess if you tried to come into the hospital, they would push you into that tent, where I imagine there's a couple of doctors, taking your temperature or probing you, and then trying to rule out COVID-19. So we're almost completely around the horn right now. And so if you're joining us late, we're here at Maimonides Hospital in Brooklyn, New York, in the Hasidic community where allegedly there's the highest concentration of COVID-19 in the country, certainly in the city. And for the life of me, I can't see anything. Oh, look, there's a siren. I hear a siren coming. Maybe we could wait. We'll see some action. For the $10 trillion that was stolen from us. Don't get me started on that. $10 trillion. The whole fucking economy stopped because of this, because somebody got a cold. Because somebody caught the flu. Alright, so here's another angle of the hospital. If I should die, this is where I am, so. It is a puzzle. I agree with that. Ambulances are empty. Buses are moving around. Everything's moving except business. Everything's moving except business. I'll just keep the camera this way. This is the emergency area. I don't know if I'm allowed to be on this block, but I'm going to try it anyway. So you see Weinberg Emergency Center, walk-in entrance. And I imagine that's locked because, how you doing? That's locked because of, they're pushing everybody into that triage tent. You would think you would see at least one person, right? You think you would see something, right? Something. Somebody getting pulled out of a car saying, "Help me! I can't breathe." Was it worth it, or is this the big move covering the little move? Because it's starting to sound like that. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, despite what people say. I'm just putting together the facts. If you read the New York Post today, they're saying it's terrible. It's so dangerous in Brooklyn. They're boarding up the stores. You heard? They're putting boards on the windows because people are looting and stealing. And there's just no evidence of it. There's no evidence of any of that, as far as I can see. What there is evidence is this place is getting kind of messy, man. Look at this garbage pail. Fucking DSNY, you guys suck, man. Look at this garbage pail. Evidence of not taking care of the city. There's fucking all kinds of waste, medical waste. There's all kinds of shit going on. So here's the other part of it. You can see. There's another security guard. I'm not going to walk through there. There's no reason to. I showed you the other side of it. You saw the freezer boxes. And what are we here now? We're here almost a half an hour, and there's still nothing. There's absolutely nothing to report. So I guess these tents are not even overflow triage. I stand corrected. The triage is in the front of the building, right? There's another rehabilitation center here. I guess this is a old age home, you know. Gotta blow my nose. My nose runs all year round, so don't be thinking I'm getting sick. I'm allergic to the flowers, man, just like my grandmother, right? When the flowers start popping in spring, I'm acutely aware that it's a beautiful time of year, despite all this nonsense, man. I like it, man. I wish everybody would stay 10 feet away. Right? Stay even further away. Right? Stay home. Stay home. That's a good question. Someone just asked about the homeless. The homeless are getting very aggressive right now. Oh, here's an ambulance. There's an ambulance with some flashing lights, a little action. He was going to pick up a dead body or something. The homeless are getting quite aggressive on the street. Not so much in an area like this. This is residential, and you could beg these Hasids all you want for something, and they ain't giving you shit. You're fucking starved to death on the curb. But in Manhattan, like in Lower Manhattan, and on the train, they're getting aggressive because there's nothing to eat. If there's a couple of hundred people on the street making their living, or living hand to mouth on the train, that requires $15-20 a day to at least get something to eat. And they are getting aggressive. They come up to you, yo man, come on, give me something, right? And they're very visible because there's nobody hiding them. You see on the train, there's almost every car, there's somebody sleeping. You don't really notice it when it's full of people. What do we got here? Oh, we got a fire. Maybe we'll watch a fire. There's certainly no fucking action going on anywhere else. New York's finest on the scene. New York's finest on the scene. All right. Whoa. Making that big turn right there. So that flashing ambulance right there was really... Oh, look, there's something going on here. And, fire truck. Well, I don't want to film people, man. That's not right. That's not the objective, but still not a goddamn single person crawling in. Nobody jumping out of no cabs, nothing. Absolute bullshit. That's 4 already. How many hospitals have we covered? I covered downtown Presbyterian, Lower Manhattan. Nada. We looked at the veterans over in Brooklyn, the VA hospital, nothing. We looked at the Brooklyn Medical Center in downtown Brooklyn. That's one of the main hospitals, but so is this. It's nothing. And here we are at Maimonides, in the heart of in the highest concentration, alleged highest concentration of COVID-19 cases in the country, where 67% of the people that are 67% of the people that are tested test positive. But still nothing. Right? Nothing. What merits shutting down the economy? What merits giving the banks a blank check and choking every small business in America and possibly globally in the Western world? It's going to be the largest redistribution of wealth, I think, that we ever see. And if people don't stand up for themselves, this is going to get so fucking ugly. This is going to get... What's up, guys? Hey, oh, he's got security. You're not going to talk to me. Hi, guys. Thank you, man. Thanks for using very sweet language too. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's called a free press. Don't fucking curse at me, jack off. Don't fucking curse at me, jerk off. Watch your fucking mouth, all right? Watch your fucking mouth. All right, what are you gonna? You're not gonna do anything, tough guy. You're not gonna do a fucking thing, tough guy. All right? You're not gonna do a fucking thing, tough guy. Guy wants to be a tough guy. All right. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's how you treat these people, man. You don't let them bully you. You just ask them a question and they get their feathers ruffled. You're not doing anything wrong. Not doing anything wrong. Same shit. All right, so here we go. In front of the hospital, still nobody. Very peaceful, very quiet. The only people starting trouble is the police, as usual. The only people starting trouble are the police. Guy said, "Don't fucking record me." How about I take this camera and stick it up your ass, and we'll record the inside of your ass. I'm in the middle of the street. People should be saying, in a perfect world, they should be saying, "Hey, sir, how can I help you, man? Yeah, we'd love to answer questions, but we really can't. And thank you very much for obeying the border of our fine hospital here. And if there's anything we could, tell you, well, we'd be happy to tell you." That's what in a perfect world, that's what they would be doing. But no. Instead, there's this whole fucking hush-hush bullshit. 2 freezer trucks, you could hear them. Provocateurs, yeah, they're here to instigate. They're here to they try to rile you up, and I rile them up. And we rile each other up, and nothing gets done. But we still get the story. So before the camera crashes, Marcus Conte reporting. Those security guards, they follow you. They follow me around the building. I don't know. I'm not losing my cool, right? I'm very level-headed when I'm doing that. Do I sound like I'm losing my cool? Just gotta watch your back, man. See if I can break for the train station over there before I get my ass kicked. That other guy, the guy at the other hospital, right? The guy who called me, said, "Oh, white privilege. Get your white privilege off my property. That's your white privilege. White privilege." Remember that guy? We got him, man. Listen to the recording. White privilege. Here I am, a reporter doing my job. And the guy's telling me, "Get your white privilege off my property." That's discrimination. Oh, I got you, man. You fucked. That guy's gonna lose his job. I'll tell you, watch. Watch what happens to him. Watch what happens to him when the New York State Division of Human Rights gets served a discrimination case in about a week. It's not vindicative. It's just what you have to do. You have to expose that shit, right? This guy didn't do anything wrong back there. He's just being a bully and cursing, and words are words. But when you start dissing people on their color, ooh, that's discrimination. You can't do that. Especially when you work for a hospital. He made an error. That favors Conte. So again, we're walking around the Hasidic community here. We did our hospital check. In the half an hour now, 30 minutes that we've been here, the only thing that we see is the economy going into the toilet. Everybody's hiding out. I've never felt more safe. The allegation that everything is boarded up is false. Lining up, there's no supplies, there's no supermarkets. Supermarkets are well stacked. They're well packed. There's no shortage here. Look, here's a supermarket getting massive deliveries. Look at the deliveries. Look at all the deliveries coming in. Eggs, toilet paper. There's fucking nothing to see, man. There's absolutely nothing to see. You usually see quite a bit of action down here, right? I'll try to film some. I'll try to accidentally catch some Hasids in the frame. They won't talk to you. They won't talk to you. They're just. Now I can talk to you at all. How are you? The camera's like a... They're running away from the camera. That's fine. But everything's open. Everybody's obeying the 6-foot rules. Nothing. There's no shame here. There's no shame at all. Right? That story is false. Right? So the idea that everybody's clamoring together in the community and passing the shit around is bullshit. It's another smear. That's a smear. That's a Hasidic smear at this point. And excuse me. Oh, here's an ambulance. Let's see. See what the ambulance is doing. An ambulance. Tempers are flying, man. Tempers are flaring. So that's the story of nothingness, right? Emptiness today. We did our hospital check. Check my 6 o'clock. I'm watching. There's nobody. I'm not worried about people. I'm worried about that security guard and his team of Goombas jumping out of a car. That's what I'm worried about. Because I don't know what the car looks like that they're going to come up on, but they could do that. Because that guy thought he was a tough guy, and I shut him down. I shut him up. I shut him up largely, bigly. Tough guy got shut down bigly. So again, the story of rampant Hasids running around, contaminating one another, and flooding the hospital for COVID-19 treatment is false. It's just categorically false, man. Cannot find any evidence whatsoever that that's what's going on, man. So, thanks everybody for joining me. Castile Mama. Anon. Q did it. Q is behind the whole thing, motherfucker. Alright? That's the story, right? Spread it around, man. Tell the world that nothing is happening here in Brooklyn, New York. It's all mythical. It's all secretive. It's all you go near the hospital and you're not sick. They make you sick. They make you sick with their bad attitudes and they're fucking screaming at you and get the fuck out of here, you fucking jerk off, you motherfucker. They got foul mouths. I don't know if you could pick it up on the camera, but they curse at you. And then you curse right back. Let them curse at me, I curse you right back. Whatever. So this, like I said, I can't emphasize it enough, man. This neighborhood everything is getting devastated. When that money that the $340 billion that's supposed to hit small business, that shit. Good luck trying to get it if you have a small business. It's gonna be months before people get that. Bailout checks, I heard, come in 20 weeks. 20 weeks. What are you gonna do if you're hungry today? I mean, people are living paycheck to paycheck. I said it all along. That was the premise of the whole election, rant. Is that people are living paycheck to paycheck. Now they don't got a paycheck. Now what are they gonna do? They're screwed. They're totally fucking screwed, right? How are you gonna eat? How are you gonna survive, right? Right, that's the people. Unemployment? Good luck. Good luck trying to get it, man. I've been calling that number for 2 weeks now. You call back tomorrow, they tell you. It's just they don't answer the phone. They got it all automated. Chopping people down, man. Chopping people down, man. So that's it for me. Marcus Conte reporting. Ooh, here's we'll end on a car, a police car rushing to the scene. Oh, so important. Doing important work. So Marcus Conte reporting. Hospital check here in Borough Park, Brooklyn, area of the highest concentration of Hasids in the world, highest concentration of alleged COVID-19 virus. and we can't confirm a goddamn thing. That nothing, none of it whatsoever. Good morning, Tobacco Rill. What's up, Jeff? Good morning, everybody. So thanks for joining me. Rewatch that, spread it around, tell people that there's nothing going on here in Brooklyn. There's no danger. There's no flooded hospitals that we could see from the street. Surely we would have seen something in 4 visits to 4 different hospitals. Nada. So forget about it. Marcus Conte reporting.